Hello, and welcome back to a long overdue return of the favorite albums series. It's episode 3. If you haven't caught the first 2 episodes, I recommend you check them out. I went through number 100 through number 91, and then through number 90 through 81. And then we're back for 80 through 71. So another 10 albums. I haven't edited the list since I got it down before the first episode. So I haven't allowed myself to overthink this, and let's just get into it because we have 10 albums to talk about. At number 80, first installment of the day, is the second hip hop album on the list, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and it is Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Really great album, really vivid storytelling, great production, just fantastic. If you like albums that have a cohesive flow whilst also having individual tracks that stand out, this is a great one. I think it's a good sort of entry point for rap as well. I think there's some fantastic storytelling and artistry on show here, and it's one of my favorite albums of the 2010s. My number 79. I forgot where we were already. This is a peculiar one that definitely would have showed up higher on the list before certain allegations against this person, and it is from Sun Kil Moon, and it's Ghosts of the Great Highway. I still think this is one of my favorite albums. Obviously, it still means a lot to me. The music more so than anything to do with the man himself. Carry Me Ohio is one of my all-time favorite songs, and it always will be. I can't really do anything about that, but I also hope that everything that if these accusations are true, that which they likely are, that there is action taken against Kozlek, because that's sort of gone a bit quiet. So yeah, bit of a dampener there, but I still think if you can overcome knowing that about him, I still think it's a fantastic album, worth listening to. Just a really great sort of sad acoustic folky vibe to it. Really great vocals, great songwriting. So yeah, that's my number 79. 78 is going to be just the complete opposite, of the sad folky vibe. Really fun power pop album. Supergrass, In It for the Money. It's sort of partially Britpop, but it's more in sort of power pop realm than their debut. I think this is their best album. We did the album ranking with Ryan, and it's grown in my estimation since then even. The title track is phenomenal, and Richard III and Sun Hits the Sky, just full of absolute bangers. And yeah, that's my number 78. So 77, second appearance of one of my all-time favorite bands is The Replacements with Let It Be, is my number 77. My favorite album called Let It Be. It has some of their finest songs, I Will Dare, Unsatisfied, Answering Machine, Senior Video, Androgynous. It's just absolutely stacked. Great track list. There's a couple of songs that I'm not as big on, which is why it drags it down a little bit, but it's still top 100 worthy. I still think it's an excellent album, and worth anyone's time. It's one of the best of the 80s alternative rock scene, for my money. Number 76 is going to be into the 90s. We've got Siamese Dream by the Smashing Pumpkins. Just absolutely classic. It is sort of alt rock, moments of sort of shoegaze, just amazing album. I think Billy Corgan's vocals aren't for everyone, but the guitar work and the drumming on this album is absolutely undeniable. Great songwriting too, very memorable songs that stick. Then that comes to number 75. One of my favorite artists making their first appearance on the list. Wouldn't be the last either for Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds with The Good Son, which I think is a tremendous album. It's sort of piano-led, sort of elements of chamber pop, but it's really like singer-songwriter at its core. Really great sort of reverby sound to it. I think his vocals sound great here. Maybe the best they sound on any of his albums, and the arrangements are lovely. You got a song like The Ship Song is just an all-timer, one of his absolutely best songs, and it's a great track list all the way through. It's a great listen. This is, you know, having these albums in the 70s is tough when I could envision them being even higher. 74 is going to be a discography that's coming up. Will cover this album, but we're going to do Weezer, the Blue Album, debut. Again, talk about fun, power pop, sunshiny, catchy. It's got it all. Produced by Ric Ocasek of the Cars. It is really just a classic in my eyes. You know, say what you will about what they became. They started on the front foot for sure. I won't say anything else for now on that one. 73 is Excitable Boy by Warren Zevon. This is one I discovered this year. I think this is a terrific sort of pop rock album with some great songwriting. Obviously, Wales and London is the big song here. You also got the title track is amazing. Lawyers, Guns and Money is just terrific. Yeah, Accidentally Like a Martyr. That whole A side is just terrific. And then you get Lawyers, Guns and Money at the end as well, which really is just fantastic. I don't think there's a weak track on there. Maybe weaker than some of the big singles, but still really good. So yeah, Excitable Boy comes in at 73. 72 is another first appearance and another artist that you can guarantee will be here again. It's Hunky Dory by David Bowie. My all-time favorite artist, really. You know, he's going to be showing up a lot on this list. And Hunky Dory is one of his better albums for sure. Maybe I don't rank it highly, I should say, as other people. I rate it very highly. I think it's fantastic, but relatively to some of his other albums, it's not quite as high for me. But I do love Life on Mars and Changes and Oh You Pretty Things, Queen Bitch, like so good. Quicksand, man, great song. And 71, another discography that's coming before the end of the year. Rush with Moving Pictures, just a terrific album. Obviously, everybody knows Tom Sawyer. It's got Limelight, great song. Yeah, the A side is stacked and the B side is almost as good as well. I think Vital Signs is a great song. So yeah, again, I'll keep it brief on that one because I know I'll be talking about it again. And that is it. Another 10 albums covered. I think Always Songs will be the next video, then Wilco, albums and songs. And then I'll probably do another installment of this after that. Sort of keep this chugging along at a good pace. And yeah, we're going to be slowly working our way through this list, but we're going to get there. And I was happy with all the engagement with the last installments. So hopefully we can carry that on too. Also, channel names changed. I'm sure you've realized that by now. Williams Schmilliams because of my Harry Nilsson link. So that's what I'm going to be going by from now on, and nothing else is changing. I never really said the channel name in the videos anyway, so I just think it's a bit more sort of catchy rather than just my name. But yeah, look out for the Always Songs video and the next installment of this series next week. So yeah, catch you soon.